Welcome everyone to some more Genshin Impact. And today, I'll be doing part 3 of the event, and it is the last story part of it as well. So let's get straight into it. Okay. Dreams and First Encounters, part 3. Treehouse Theater, Candlelit Shadows Dancing. Okay, wait until the following morning. Go look for the last missing part. And that's what we shall do. Okay, I think we have to wait a whole 24 hours. And also, there might be a few things I'll talk about today, but I'll save it until after the story is done, so, you know, there's plenty of time for me to talk and all that. Now to wait. There you go. Okay. Talk to Idia. Where are we going? Somewhere. Okay. I forgot to navigate it. Oops. It's okay. Okay, let's navigate the quest. Okay, over there. We'll just walk, since it's close.
I can't. No, really, it's all right. We want to do everything we can for the domain.
Yes, and to be completely fair, I'm the one who caused this terrible mess in the first place.
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling us what happened.
Perhaps you should allow me to explain. I'm afraid it was I who caused all this trouble in the domain.
Yes, it was Lessig.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. It reminded me of an astrolabe my grandfather gave me when I was 7 years old. I was curious if it could rotate, so I reached out and touched it. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain. What I mean to say is, I knew something was wrong as soon as the whole place started flipping.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my responsibilities as the caretaker here. Oh, I knew I should have put the core somewhere more secure. Oh, you mean the big ball of water at the entrance? Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig has offered to perform some more repairs and maintenance to help support the domain. But we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone, so Eula and I will also stay here to lend him a hand.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Kale. My job is purely to monitor and ensure that Lessig doesn't cause any more trouble here.
Oh, sure. I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Though I do remember that Amber mentioned we should just nod and agree when you act like this. Right. You better not slack off today, Lessig.
No, I'll get right to work.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge of making lunch for everyone today.
That'll give him a chance to redeem himself. It better be good.
Yes, I'll do my best. No need to worry.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to redeem myself. I can already feel new strength kindled inside me. Ha ha ha. No, maybe that's just the heat of the oven.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain are still in disrepair, so we have a lot to investigate.
Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the work.
Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be doing today. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
And there she goes. At least she seems to be happy.
Maybe this is how it feels to be in charge.
Okay, part 3 has started. Head to the last area. Oh, and the rest of the map has filled out. Okay. Okay, let's just go.
Hup.
Okay, this is going to be a bit of a walk, so there's still this. Oh, we have another voucher thing. Ah, my foot. Ow. Oh no, this little thing is in trouble.
Shake it and stir it.
Just take this!
Okay, give me a second. Okay, we'll do this later. I want to do the story first, and then we can run around and explore this.
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idia is responsible for managing the whole realm. Wow! Sounds like Miss Idia must be way busier! You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idia?
Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking it easy, as usual.
Okay. Oh, there's the thing.
The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making props or writing scripts. But I'm trying to remember now. Where is that treehouse of his?
Huh? You don't remember?
Hey, don't forget! I'm just the mascot.
I believe it's that way.
Huh.
Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move stage props, I suspect that he lives near the theater. And having a view of the entire stage would be useful when imagining a production's actual stage flow. So if I were him, I'd probably pick a treehouse over there.
But how do you know which direction the theater is in?
Simple. The overall layout and decorations look more exciting in that direction.
Oh, good point! Why didn't I think of that?
Okay, go to the director's greenhouse. Okay, let's see. And it's quiet. There's like no music playing. Okay, music is playing now. We'll do this later. Open the door.
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? The male actor standees are here, but where are the female ones? Who's that? Idea?
Yes, Sosimos! 'Tis I, Idea! How's that for a dramatic entrance?
This is a surprise. I was sure you'd be...
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little creature. Did you just read my mind?
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an educated guess.
It seems everyone shares a similar opinion about you, Idea.
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. But I found my true calling now. As a mascot!
Mascot? Is that a new role? I don't remember casting you for that.
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce you to some new friends of mine. And that's why we came to see you. Well, do you have the component that fell out of the central hub?
I do. However, I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stage mechanisms, and I can no longer put on any performances.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
No, till we fix the stage, surely.
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more props, no? Given that some of the standees are missing. Or maybe the component is broken and we need to fix it.
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. I'll wager that he wants us to edit them.
Who started this guessing game anyway? Just let the man speak.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person do you take me for, The component is safe and sound. I can give it to you now if you'd like. Although I was hoping that maybe you might be willing to help rescue my show? You're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill. It would really speed up the casting.
A show? That sounds fun! I want to help! Can we?
So far, so good.
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock in my script and was just thinking about how to move the story forward. And then you all showed up. Suddenly, I got my muse back. I don't know how to explain it, but something about seeing all of you finally helped me figure out how to continue my script.
Huh? You mean that story you've been stuck on forever? Are you serious? You really think you can finish it now?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Idea.
Whoa! And he's off to write the script!
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Apparently, he got the idea from some rumors that were swirling around, but he only got as far as writing the intro before writer's block set in. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what I can do? We'll reconvene after the director finishes his script.
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is inspiration. The moment I laid eyes on General Sangonomiya, inspiration hit me for a brand new character. The heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed naturally from there, and now it's finished. So please, take a look through your scripts, and we will tell this story together. Well, is everything clear?
Director Zosimos, how do you pronounce this word?
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay for a while. This is a very cute moment, so let's make sure that comes through in the performance.
Oh, wait. There's another word I don't know here.
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together a few more times after this meeting's over.
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you, actually. You seem to know a thing or two about character acting. Tell me, have you acted before?
You're too kind. It's all in the script, really. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely have a knack for it. I've actually been looking out for someone with your talent. If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term. Be sure to stay in touch, okay? You and I are gonna go places.
What can I say? Sounds good to me.
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. But don't just read the words. Remember my notes. And really let the character inhabit you. I need to have a look at the stage, so I'll leave you to it. If you need me for anything, I'll be in the big theater right in the center of this area.
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
Okay, let's go. Oh, we have another little thing here, and we have a quest. Oh. Okay, we do have to go up here.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, here we are.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage. I designed it myself.
It looks great. Impressive.
So, directors have to design the stage too?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more holistic approach. Directing, script writing, stage design, I do it all.
Sounds like a lot of work. Edea wouldn't be able to handle that kind of job.
Edea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience, though she often criticizes my shows.
She has the gall to sit there and criticize you?
Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against what they're intended for. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess you could say she's like my agent. I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of being a director, but I've never had the chance until I came here.
So, what did you do before you came here?
Like I said, I dreamed. From a young age, every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again and again in my mind. Growing up, my biggest aspiration was to be a director. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer and doing a bit of set design on the side. Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind reader. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it shortly.
The one you only just finished writing? You lost it already?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. I must have dropped it somewhere. If it's not here, then it might be in the attic. These are the only two places I've been since I finished writing it. But, I still have some things to do to get the stage ready. Would you two mind having a look for me?
Sure.
No problem. We'll find it.
The thicket board's mechanism should be functioning. Let's see. There's the lights. Oh, and the microphones.
Okay. Okay, for some reason, not only did OBS mess up, but my internet messed up. And I really have no idea how that happened. Well, specifically my internet, because sometimes when OBS messes up, it, doesn't cause the game to try and reconnect the server. So, anyways, let's continue. Get to the attic. Oh, it's outside. Okay. Okay, hopefully we don't have issues because I'm so tired of having internet issues for no reason. How do I get up here? Oh, was I supposed to help them? No. Wait, how do I get up? Oh, there's some. Oh, there we go. It's like wondering where was the thing. Okay.
Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look.
The water droplets.
Wow, Droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress.
Okay. Well, we're looking for a master script, so...
Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thickest one and then check the ending. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. This must be the master script. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Those subtle differences are what make each performance special.
You sure about that? You have a point, but I'm not completely convinced.
Okay. One last request. Traveler, you can enter the preprints, yes? The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, I use materials to make the objects. Then I take those objects and turn them into the preprint. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints is, strictly speaking, the reverse of what this is intended for. But Edea said that if this is what I really want to do, she's not going to stand in my way.
So that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well, what do you need us to do?
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance.
So I'm part of the backstage crew now. I'm literally going behind the scenes.
The reason is,
You want to watch this show?
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show.
Yes, I know that I'm no master playwright, but still. Even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculousness, I'd still like to see it for myself. Just once.
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like that.
We're more than happy to help.
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. I'll go and inform the others. Then, as soon as you're ready, the show can begin.
Okay, begin the performance. Oh.
Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Come on. Why is it not working?
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
and so the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. Ugh, what a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a jumpy
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty who was passing by helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
Coming!
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me! Oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy! But better still, a sojourner's home!
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Whoa, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well.
the role you were born to play. It really suits you.
Cleo loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait! No! I mean, Mr. Director.
Mr. Director? Ha! No one's ever called me that before. Thank you. My dear little mage, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you were the one who designed and made it. You're amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And it sounds like Adia did a great job too.
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Adia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second. Please, chat amongst yourselves.
She gets embarrassed so easily. She really can't handle being in the spotlight.
Adia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay. I'll see you all later.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thoughts?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to hear what we really think?
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your words. Go ahead. Speak your mind. I can take it.
Okay, since he's asking for it.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration somewhere along the way. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind of substance, suddenly the scene was over.
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Adia, what are you doing back here?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Huh. Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
Mm-hmm. But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. The story had a good ending.
Adia's even harsher than Paimon.
You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint.
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of being a director.
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kinda jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
So even the good ending wasn't so good. You okay, Zosimos?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage. To be honest, it was a dream come true.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset at all by our comments.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're only speaking the truth. They're all very valid points.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush. Maybe we were being a little too hard on you.
It was quite ambitious.
That's perfectly fine. Nothing is as important to me as my work on the stage. We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. The shadows would come to life and dance on the walls. I never got tired of it. Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid, lying on his bed, making sound effects. And I get the same joy from running a show now as I did in my little bedroom theater. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want you to all know that I am eternally grateful to each and every one of you.
Hey, don't mention it! We had a blast!
Okay, here, take this. Your component, as promised.
Oh.
It's the bottle from the show! The one that lit up when I blew into it.
That's right. Can you guess the secret behind why it lights up?
Oh, maybe there's an invisible fairy inside that opens its eyes when you blow into it.
Bingo! You guessed it.
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on, this will only take a second.
Something interesting's going on over there.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do a little something for you. She says it'll be a dream come true.
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you as the first person to have heard of your dream of being a director. Her words, not mine. I'd have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a useless person.
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Wow! Cool! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Bandit!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with the star of the show?
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there. I hope the result isn't a disappointment.
Oh, it's perfect. Idia, I'm... Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you all. You've made me happier than I ever thought I could be.
After seeing his performance for the first time, Zosimos cries tears of joy for a dream come true.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you again, Idia.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final component, it's time to say goodbye for now. Let's head to the core of the Veluria Mirage and get this place fixed up.
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of you can keep your costumes. It seems only fair.
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing yours too. It looks amazing. I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play such an unforgettable character.
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Okay. Back to normal. The story hidden in the bottle.
You're going to attempt to repair the core now, right? I hope it goes smoothly. I feel so honored to have met you all. You were a wonderful cast. Thank you once again. I'm so grateful for everything you have done for me.
Aww. Okay, let's go back. Oh, we had to go all the way there. Okay, everything is working. Although, if I say anything, I might jinx it, so I'll be quiet. Okay. We're going to the hub. Gosh, stamina, please. Make sure we're not going to enter a cutscene while we're in midair, because that would be so awkward. Again, I get flashbacks to like watching some people play the 3.6 event, and when a cutscene activated, they just fell and lost all their HP. And what doesn't help is that both times they've seen it, people had them out in the field, so you just hear his like fallen line play like at the very beginning of when the cutscene is about to start.
Oh, Eula and Kale! You got back before us!
Yes. Idia had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end, so we came back here to wait for you.
How is Lessig doing?
He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now fast asleep in his room.
Oh, I feel a little guilty.
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly. Seriously, don't waste your concern on him.
If you say so. Okay, without further ado, let's go and fix the domain!
Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct! The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all, and this domain is one gigantic preprint.
Whoa, so everything we've seen is created by this? That's incredible! So, to fix it, same process as usual, right? Do we need to use the preprint?
Exactly! Well done! You catch on quick.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going. This is the final step.
Yay! Suddenly Paimon's really excited.
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape? But we've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do. As long as it can spin, it'll be fine. Should be fine. I think.
Sometimes you have no standards whatsoever. Something that spins. Would a water wheel count?
I guess it'll be time for us to leave once this is fixed.
If I remember correctly, I think there's supposed to be a small cog on the right-hand side. So maybe that's the candy box. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle!
What's making that shadow? Is it the rope? I feel like the rope should go from one part to another to connect them together.
Wait, this is Zosimos' bottle lamp. Try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap. Maybe on the right.
Okay. Oh gosh. What do I do? Wait, no, that doesn't look right. Okay, we could just... Wait, no. Maybe this? Oh. guessing.
We did it! But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored to its proper shape again. That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning again one day in the middle of the night when no one's looking.
Really? I thought that with your special abilities, you could get it turning again right away.
What?
Huh? All of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain looks when it's fixed, but also Idea and her element.
I want to see Adia using her magic powers too! I bet they're super awesome!
What are you guys talking about? And how is Clean on this, but Paimon isn't?
Haven't you noticed, Paimon?
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Idea than she gives herself credit for. She has a very special power. Though, I think some of us have sensed that already. Did you notice right away, General? I only found out when I was chatting with Eula.
So our general was the first to notice. It seems like she's more perceptive than she lets on.
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
What the? All of you? No? I mean, I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just, for people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one. I don't want people to get scared when they see me.
I wondered. Or, I figured.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it? Well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here, but none of them have visions. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook, and suddenly, I had a thought. Since hydroidolins can change into any form, why not human form?
You hit the nail on the head. All right, in that case, please allow me to introduce myself once more. I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
An Oceanid.
Wow, Idea! You're so pretty!
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little embarrassed talking to you all.
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every opportunity.
Oh, come on. I'm too shy.
Wait, so does this mean that all the people we met in here are actually...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here, so I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
The power to grant wishes, but only within the confines of the bottle.
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had returned to their respective owners. But actually, it was after the components landed where they did that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the different zones. So now that the components have been retrieved, does that mean that all those things are gone?
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. As long as I remember them, they'll never disappear. However much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles, in this mirage, They will always be my friends.
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out with Mr. Director. I'll never forget them either. Me neither. I'll always remember my adventures in this fantasy land.
Very good. But it's probably time I set this wheel in motion.
This one's all yours, Adia, our magical mascot. Please work!
Huh? Huh? That's strange. Nothing happened. Has it lost some power because of the incident? Oh, crumbs! Not now! Not right off the back of everyone putting me on a pedestal and me acting like this is going to be my big moment! Oh. Someone get me a bottle! I'm hiding myself away! See you in 100 years!
You're already in a bottle.
What now? This was the only way! Now I'll never be able to show you how the Valyria Mirage is supposed to look.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Yes, General Sangonomiya? I'm all ears!
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the domain's core?
Ah, the Shinro casket. That sounds familiar. 1 second. Here. Is this it?
Wow! A huge shell! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's been hiding! It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can listen to the wishes of those who come to pray to build up Shinki, which gives it its power. Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. Its final resting place was unknown. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, the casket disappeared inside the core of the Valyria Mirage, the pearl's light died out. Huh? How come?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything from outside the door, can you?
Oh, I get it now. The shell must have been having too much fun one day and got locked in the solitary confinement room.
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why you were able to follow the pearl all the way here.
Sounds just like my treasure compasses.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, this vessel quickly loses its power. Yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left a small piece of themselves behind along with their gifts. These have the same effect as the offerings at the shrine.
Wow! I never knew this thing was so powerful.
It is. Powerful enough to help you repair the Valyria Mirage with any luck.
But what do I do with it?
It's simple. We just need to awaken it by telling it what we wish for. For example, my name is Sangonomiya Kokomi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. And my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more joy into the lives of my fellow Watatsumi Islanders, as well as the lives of everyone I cherish. Itia, what do you wish for?
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valyria Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish for. Not just in this domain, but out there, too. Even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Mimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar. And I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Chasing your dreams is hard work. Despite all of that, I still hope that somehow, someday, they will achieve their dreams.
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're back to normal.
Are you alright?
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said so many things I'm so ashamed of, and I lost the courage to live on.
Please don't say that. Yours was a noble wish. Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. You did it for other people. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. They'll work tirelessly just to see them smile. If you ask me, that's one of the most noble things a person can aspire to.
Please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. It makes me feel so ashamed. Someone like me doesn't deserve so many people's praise. It's like I'm dreaming.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now, and all the components are back in place.
What's the matter, Klee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. I want to ride the choo-choo cart again and look down from up on top of the big wheel. Is there a way to get up on top of the wheel, Dia?
There is a way, but there's only space for a very few people.
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Miss Honorary Knight.
I shall not leave your side, my lady.
Are we sure about this? It's so high. What happens if we fall off?
I thought you could fly.
Well, yeah, but Paimon's just worried for you.
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls off. I haven't been up there in a long time myself.
Okay. Prepare to get on the central hub's wheel. Okay, let's do that. Trying to find the things. Although we could just teleport here. Get on the wheel. No, we can't do that. How do we get on there? Oh gosh, angles. Oh, they move with it. Okay, that makes more sense. Right to the top of the central hub. Oh, we're getting up there. There's a little floating thing over there too.
Wow! So high! I can see everything! Idia, next time you need to bring Kaya and the others up here.
Sure thing.
What is this strange, like, thing? Okay, you could see it in a recording. I thought you couldn't, and I was about to be like, really? It doesn't show? Oh.
Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start bringing their imaginations to life. But once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset. Some of them can't bear to leave. Others regret ever setting foot in this place.
Do you ever get sad, Idia?
I feel lonely at times, but not sad. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving, but some don't, like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here, as if this was their way of keeping their dreams alive.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams and live on the outside just as their counterparts do in here, that's enough to make me happy. It feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved everything they wanted.
You're so nice, Idia.
Really? I just think that every dream, every wish, is like a flame in a bottle. Whether someone is still working towards their dream or living it already, as long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile fondly. That's all it takes.
Well, I feel super happy right now.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle of a desert this whole time. It's just a giant muddy swamp to me.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname! Mud Fairy! Watch out for Idia the Mud Fairy!
How dare you mock me! Roar! I'll gobble you up in one mouthful! Oh. I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side, but I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again. This place is going to be bustling with activity again soon enough. I hope you'll take some time to enjoy yourselves.
Well, we still have some dreams to attend to.
Yep, I want to get everyone together. For one last ride on the choo-choo cart.
And that's it for part 3. Aw, that was such a lovely story. Oh, what to do now? Well, there's a world quest. And we had to find everyone. And explore the unveiled part here. And yeah. Oh, wait, that's not. Okay. The cutscene was so nice to watch. And also, so the world quest, I was like, here, I did bring this up last time, but yeah, the world quest pretty much confirms it already, like, before, like, part 3, so, yeah. That, Idea is an Oceanid. I still find it weird that that's the pronunciation. Like, even the voice actors brought up is, like, that's really odd of a pronunciation choice. Anyways. Hello? And you are? Okay, rest in here. Okay, I'm just skimming through this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you do elemental side, you could tell. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do that earlier because I actually discovered that from a YouTube short, but I didn't know when was a good time to bring it up. So I was like, you know what, this story will probably say it anyway, and it did. So okay, let's see. Oh, there you go.
If we start at our village and take a slight detour, we'll be able to see Caravan Rebot and Pardis the Eye on the way to Samiro City.
Ah, very good.
Oh, planning to do any souvenir shopping along the way? You can just focus on buying the gifts. I'll carry the bags. Don't worry about the weight. I can handle it. As long as it's nothing too gigantic, I'll fit it in the bag.
Calm down. How many people do you think we'll be buying for?
Mom, Albedo, Master Jean, Razor, ooh, and Diona, and Mona, and Fischl?
What's that look for?
Nothing. So, Klee, what are you planning to buy for everyone? Sunsettia-flavored candies, and big fungi caps, and loads and loads of storybooks for everyone! But I haven't decided what to get for Mom yet.
There's no rush. Let's see what they've got. And if you're still unsure, we can help you decide.
Yay! Thanks, you two!
You don't plan on taking the shell back with you, Miss Sangonomiya?
No. I think it's better if it stays here, with Idia. Watatsumi Island has something new to treasure now.
And slowly but surely, people are seeing progress in pursuing their aspirations. It'll be of more use here, where it can protect this puddle domain and the dreams of all who journey through here.
Aww. Oh, what? What the? Why don't we have a chat with Adia? Okay. I was about to look for her. Oh. Okay, where is she then? Over there. Okay. I was like, I looked up like any like after quest dialogue stuff, and I went to the thing, and apparently there's a side quest now, so let's do that. Oh my gosh, the music. It's just a little bit loud. That's what I'm saying. Oh. Oh, Aya, Paimon. I was wondering where you two might be taking a stroll. Let me see. A melody of pure water sinks and twists around you, accompanied by the energy of gracefully dancing dewdrops. You two seem to be in good spirits. What do you say? Are you interested in sampling more of the delights of the Valurian Mirage? Even Paimon didn't imagine that Idia would start speaking more appropriately. She seems like a different person. Wait, is she a different person? Are you another creation of Idia? My body has always been my own creation. Alright, that's enough talking about bygone days. Hey, Idia seems much more lively. That's so wonderful. Wait, what were we talking about? Sampling the delights of the Verlurian Mirage? Traveling around can lead to lots of pleasant surprises. Maybe there's a huge trove of treasure. Exactly! Great minds think alike. We'll want to explore every nook and cranny of a mysterious place like this. Chests of hidden Mora. Gotta find them all. I mean, truly appreciating this place, not just wandering around it. So, if it's treasure you're interested in, why not giving the Returning Curios project a try? It's an old tradition of our newly revitalized Verulian Mirage. Returning Curiosity? My handsome Paimon heard you mention this before. Returning Curios, as the name indicates, refers to the multitude of fantastical items that have been swept into the vortex and funneled into the Verulian Mirage. This project goes back many a year. Originally, a veteran adventurer stopped here and was deeply moved by the scenery. It goes without saying that my hospitality helped considerably. Anyway, he buried his most prized possessions in the place that touched him most deeply. Those were his mementos, 3 pocket watches made of Mora. Before leaving, the adventurer left a poetic cipher and asked me to tell it to later guests to see if they could find it. I just made a Mora. Sounds shiny and valuable. I don't know how valuable they are, but when I mentioned it to later guests, they were even more excited than Paimon. They swore to retrieve the treasures left by that adventurer. Unfortunately, though they searched the whole Verulian Mirage, they were still unable to find the treasure trove hidden by the cipher. But in the process of searching, many guests began to relax and enjoy themselves, and lost all traces of the nervousness they had when they first entered the Mirage. Though they never found the adventurers' treasure, they found the idea fascinating, and chose to leave behind their own gifts in the Mirage, burying their stories and entrusting me with their care. In the end, though I never expected this, it has become a sort of tradition here. This is returning curios, deciphering ciphers to reveal the treasures of Gestes past, and then passing down our own stories. What about the watches? Were they ever found? Now that you mention it, what did happen to the watches? I only remember the stories he wanted to tell. Right. What's the cipher again? Give me a moment. Let me check to see if there are any records. Idea, didn't you promise the adventure? You need to be more reliable. Don't blame me, it was ages ago. There's been so many guests since then too, just stories upon stories. How can anyone expect me to memorize everything? Anyway, it's not about the value of the treasure or the watch, but the stories hidden inside the treasures. Yes, that's it. As long as the stories live on, treasures and such are just a cherry on top. What do you think? Would you like to join the tradition of returning curios? After all, the special memento you leave will be retrieved by someone else in the far future. Imagine how that person will react to seeing your story, and the memento you chose to leave behind, here and now. It's really fun, isn't it? Paimon guesses it kinda makes sense. Leaving gifts and secret messages behind for strangers sounds interesting, and solving riddles to look for hidden treasures make Paimon giddy. Ideally, we'll also get a ton of more while we're at it. After all, a gem ringed with gold is much prettier, and my romanticism needs a reasonable reimbursement. Don't sweat it. According to the rules of old, each guest can hear one cipher and find one treasure. As you're my special guest, I'll give you 3 tries. Each cipher matches one of the treasure troves, and besides the stories told by each memento, there's plenty of more to be found as well. Good, that's perfect, Adia. Paimon doesn't know how impressive this mysterious adventurer was, but they couldn't be better than Paimon and Aya. Let's help continue this tradition too. We can bury a story here that belongs only to us, and we can think about what memento and cipher to leave while we search. Then it's settled. Right, listen carefully to the first cipher. A sweet mist permeates all, gazing toward the dancing lamplight. I almost forgot to breathe. In the end, memories of childhood guide me, and I take my seat beside the table in peace. Okay, the returning curios journey has begun. Remember the cipher, try hard to solve it, and locate the treasure.
Oh my gosh. So much reading.
Well, there are tables here.
A reward on the road.
Oh.
Oh dear, there's so much to read.
To the traveler who discovers this treasure, if you are reading this text now, you must have become one of Miss Adia's most esteemed guests. The bag you find within the treasure chest is an old ration bag of mine. It accompanied me over mountains and hills and across vast empty deserts, sustaining me for several decades. Please allow me to use it to pay you a warrior's tribute, as well as to give you my best wishes.
I feel like I don't want to read all this out loud, it's too much. Interesting. Okay, let's go report this. Okay, back so soon? Such skilled treasure hunters. The first cipher was too easy. We knew where to go immediately. But what was with the memento inside the chest? It seems like it's from a person who gets hungry easily and stands outside restaurants enticed by the smell of food. The memento is their snack bag, right? You're not completely wrong, but not totally right either. The traveler who led this first chest was a disciplined warrior. Whenever I saw him in the desert, he was covered in wounds great and small. It was clear he had survived a bitter struggle. A tired, hungry person who would obviously be drawn to the smell of a restaurant. It makes sense such circumstances would inspire written words, even a few lines of poetry. Wow, that's actually really different from what we thought. Why was he fighting in the desert? If I speak too much and add my own interpretations, it will color your perceptions and you won't experience their story as they want it to told. Memento still has his notes. Take some time to read them if you're curious. Okay, fine. In that case, Aya, you read it when you have time, and then tell Paimon the important bits. Let's move on. I want to share the cipher for the next treasure trove. A shooting star of vines carries me, traversing a forest so quiet and peaceful, to finally arrive in secluded dreamland so pure. What do you think? This one will keep you guessing. Activate all the smarts of yours and find the second treasure trove. Okay. Well, it gives us a hint of the destination, so let's go. Oh! It's this place that I literally couldn't do anything about. Oh, we could go here now. Okay, let's see where this goes. Oh, look at this. Okay, a chest of a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we're on the other side. Okay, makes sense.
A reward on the road.
Oh, I found the other one.
The wind knows me.
Think you can pull it?
One with nature. The wind knows me.
Okay, let's keep going through this, cave, I think. whatever it is. Okay. Well, let's go back. You know what? I think I'll wrap this up, like this particular side quest, and then we could check around the area. Actually, we saw the mini games, right? Okay. We can still read them, right? Okay, yeah. I think I'll read them on my own because my throat is like tired. I am reading the dialogue, yes, but the notes are a bit lengthier than this, which is why I said that. Took you longer this time, huh? Guess you're enjoying solving the riddles. So, what did you find besides Mura? Just a simple box. Quite unremarkable. Can we open it? Well, what if there's a creepy doll that pops out? Or fireworks that burst out with a bang? Oh, yes, adding surprises to mementos is a great idea. I'll suggest it to other guests, too. But in this case, this is the standard box that I provide to guests. The guest that left this behind was quite serious, though, so you can rest assured there are no shenanigans. She was a lost student who woke up one day and found herself in the middle of the desert. She stumbled across the Valurium Mirage while searching for landmarks. It seemed like she hasn't finished her schoolwork, so she couldn't stay long. I was flustered too, unable to show her proper hospitality. Even now I feel guilty about it. Luckily, her standards were really low. Just sitting in a quiet place stargazing was enough. Her other request was to have a closed, secluded environment to rest in. So I found that cave for her. Before she left, I also sealed the cave with vines, so that she could sleep there in peace whenever she wished. No wonder the cipher mentioned a dreamland. No one would bother you sleeping in a cave like that. But waking up in a strange place, that sounds familiar. Maybe as she was sleeping on a carriage, she got thrown off? Perhaps by a grouchy driver? As Adia said, Paimon thinks it would be best to wait until we've cleared our heads. Then we can try tackling the tale of the mysterious student again. There's just one chest left to find now. Come on, Aya, let's finish all of the returning curios. If you really can't wait, go ahead and read it without Paimon. You're a fast reader. It should only take you a moment to read a couple pages. I won't spoil the surprise for you. Let me read it first, then I'll tell you everything. Alright, with your storytelling, Paimon will be captivated. Dividing up the work with just a few words is a testament to your great and practiced teamwork. So let's continue the returning curios, shall we? Listen carefully to the third treasure's cipher. A blue, spotless ceiling, a floor of white candy, soft companions surround me. I too have wings. Something so simple. Anyone would know where to go immediately. Well, it's easy to see at least. Reaching it, however, this should be fun to watch. Okay, over here. Where is this one going? Oh, my foot. Ow, ow, ow. What the heck? Where is it going? Oh my gosh. It made me chase it. see how I could get to the other ones. Oh.
One with nature. Sha!
Okay. I guess we don't have to chase all of them around like that. Here's the last one. Sitting there. Okay, and we'll just teleport back. Okay, now I gotta go up there. Oh my gosh, please climb. Oh, great. We had to wait. How many foot? Oh. In the meantime, I guess I could start talking about a bunch of stuff. Although I don't know where to begin. Well, obviously we have the fact that I'm very excited for Fontaine. And nice that we got a little bit of, like, I guess, like, because, you know, like, we know about the former Hydro Archon. At least to some extent. We don't know too much. Well, we know quite a bit, like, what happened to the previous one. And also the fact that in the lore, yeah, the Oceanids are, like, kind of the followers of the previous Hydro Archon. But when the new Archon took the reins, took over, the Oceanids pretty much left. It is interesting to think about. And also, I wonder if we're gonna know the identity of the previous Hydro Archon. I mean, we already know, like, bits and pieces thanks to the one area in the desert, which I was actually in at the start. Oh, I managed to get it. Okay. Well, that's pretty from a distance.
A reward on the road.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, we know quite a bit of lore. I mean, now that you think about it, did the lore in the, I'll just show point. Did any of the lore revealed in this area actually reveal a name? Because if it didn't, then, that's interesting. We don't know the name of the previous Hydro Archon. I'm pretty sure we don't. But also I'm like thinking about it and like, so you know how in the video, that's pretty much like giving us an idea what to expect in Fontaine and all that. There's that one voice near the beginning The name's credited in the description along with the voice actor of whoever that is. But yeah, we don't know who that is completely, and okay, we'll continue talking after this.
Adia, we're back. We succeeded, big time. All 3 treasures are ours.
Oh, that fast? I knew you were no ordinary person, but I didn't expect it to be this easy. How was your experience? Special? It certainly was high enough up. Great scenery on the way, though.
Whoever left that 3rd treasure behind is a child at heart. They used creative metaphors, and her clues are right on the money. Let Paimon guess. Are they some kind of fairy tale author or something?
Those aren't metaphors. They're just the real thoughts of a child. The one who left the 3rd treasure behind was actually just a young girl.
Wait, a kid? You're joking, right?
How did she even get up here? That child overheard her parents talking about a hidden paradise up in the clouds, where all sorts of beautiful creatures like finches and crystal flies lived. So she secretly built a big kite, hoping to soar into the clouds and visit her flying friends. I don't know if it was because the wind was ignorant or if it was intentional, but the kite ended up being carried off course. Instead of soaring up to the paradise in the sky, it landed in the middle of the desert. The child didn't find her finches and crystal flies, but she had a wonderful time playing with the gentle hydro eidolons, who became her squishy new friends.
Wow, slow down there. You talk so fast that Paimon can hardly keep up. And for a kid to fly all the way on a giant kite, a lot must have happened along the way. You're going too fast, and it seems like we're missing out on a lot of details.
Look, I really can't explain the sense of wonder that kids feel during their adventures, so you'll just have to experience it for yourselves. Besides the message from the child, there are also a few pages from her diary in the box, and the details are really something. But before we get to that, there's still one thing left to do that is both full of ceremony, but also quite important. Shall we take care of that first?
Yes, you're right. We found all the treasures. So now it's time to leave a treasure of our own behind. It's finally time. Let's put our heads together, Aya. Where would be the perfect spot to bury our treasure? We have to think this through carefully. We can't be scatterbrained about it.
Someplace high in the silver bottle courtyard? Let's hide it near the lake. How about placing it at the entrance of Valurium Mirage? The lake? I don't know.
Right, a lakeside. Anything special about that spot?
I feel like it'll just restart the dialogue anyway if I click anything. The scenery there is really pretty. This is a water paradise after all. I didn't put that much thought into it. The scenery there is really pretty.
Come to think of it, that's a good point. Finding treasure in an already beautiful spot would make them even happier. Beside the lake, it is then. Let's go.
Hold on, please take this first. This is a special box imbued with the power of the Hydro Eidolons, which can greatly extend the storage time of mementos and prevent them from deteriorating over time. And as for the memento you choose, you can keep it a secret from me if you want.
Awesome! This really helps. With a fantastic container like this, we can store fresh things like fresh fruit and herbs and yummy food for a long time. What if we don't tell everything to Dia? Will you still be able to pass along the cipher to other guests?
It's all about mystery and surprise. The treasure you leave behind will become the crown jewel of the Returning Curios project, every bit as impressive as the original Mora pocket watch. I can't wait to see what kind of guests will find your treasure and how they'll react to your memento. Will I be able to tell at a glance that this keepsake was left by you? I'm getting so excited.
Adia has given us so many surprises. Now it's our turn to return the favor. Oh, Paimon understands now. Then we need to choose a really special memento to make sure that Adia can understand what we're trying to say with just a glance. And then, Adia should write us a letter and tell us the good news. Very well, then it is settled. Okay, let's go to the lake. Oh, right, what's this? Oh, we got more tickets. Okay, over here. Okay, it's finally time. Paimon is getting a bit worked up. So, what do you want to leave behind, Aya? I'm not gonna pick the last one. A weapon? I don't know. Our options are, how about a photo of the two of us? What if we leave a weapon behind? Let's leave a sweet flower as our treasure. That's boring. I don't know what happens if we do this, though. A photo? Huh? You mean take a picture with the camera? It's just a picture. Would anyone really care about that? Pictures may not be rare, but the important thing is we're in it. That's true. We've already accomplished some really amazing things, and it wouldn't be exaggerating to say that we're living legends. Let Paimon picture how excited those guests will be when they find our photo. Maybe they'll scream with joy and excitement, or they'll be confused. Who are these people? Well, it'll be okay even if someone who doesn't know anything about famous adventurers finds it. They can take our photo to the nearest town and ask around. Someone will set them straight in no time. After all, we're already famous and getting more so by the day. Anyway, taking a selfie is a great idea. Let's go with that. You set up the camera, find a good angle, and take a bunch of photos with Paimon. Then you pick out the best one together. Yeah, this one looks great. This reminds Paimon, we should take more photos together in the future, so we'll have even more treasured memories. Maybe one day, when we're running low on Mora, we can choose some pictures, make a photo album, and sell it for a pretty penny. Together with Paimon, you choose a memento and place it inside the storage box that Adia provided. As you are writing your message, you'll have a deep discussion with Paimon about what to include in addition to your brief description of your memento and why it is special. Your experiences in Verulium Mirage were so rich and colorful that you didn't know which one to choose. Even the sights and sounds inside of Verulium Mirage are spectacular. Ultimately, you settle on a blessing for companionship and happiness without worry. To the traveler who finds his chest, may your travels be filled with joy and free of care, and your companions always be by your side. Enjoy your time vacationing within the Verulium Mirage. Mission complete. The ultimate treasure of returning curios has been buried. It's a strange feeling, planting the seeds of a story for the future instead of uncovering something left behind by an unknown predecessor. Hopefully we'll see those seeds sprout soon. They'll definitely bear fruit. Now, we just have to wait for Adia's response. Okay. Is that it? Okay, that's it for now, I think. Okay. Now we have a bit of freedom to do whatever. Well, other than the attraction stuff. Let's go do that. Oh, we're actually close to one of them. anyways, as I was talking about before, I finished that up. So yeah, there's a voice in the video that pretty much gives us an idea of what to expect in the future. Of Fontaine. So yes, something interesting. Okay, what's this first? Oh, those are special. Okay. So yeah, there's a voice in the beginning of the video. We don't see who that person is, but we know their name thanks to the description. Like who the character in like this video is supposed to be. I'm curious about who it is. Like, based on the line of dialogue that we have. No. I'm like curious because like I have a bit of speculation. It's not really much speculation. Oh, come on, really? What? I hit that though. What? What? Nope. I messed it up. Why? Anyways, there's like a lot I could speculate about Fontaine. I'm just so excited. Very excited. I really want to see, like, those 3 Fontaine siblings in the game already. I wonder what they're, like, how they're gonna look in-game, specifically. Also, now that I think about it, I feel like... Okay, obviously we have teasers from, like, the special programs, and we have this video now. I wonder if they're gonna make videos similar to how they teased Sumeru last year. Like, how they had the 3 teasers. One related to Dendro Element. Another, okay, so it was like Dendro Element for the first teaser. Second teaser was the showcasing like how the region looked a bit. And the third was pretty much showcasing some of the characters as well. I still remember that one because obviously, yeah, we saw quite a few characters like for the very first time in that one, and I think part of me just remembers how, like, when I saw Alhaitham, well, my technical first thought was, I have no idea how to say his name. Because I saw this, obviously it was in subtitles because it was the devs from China, I think. And I saw the name in the subtitles, and I'm like, how am I supposed to say this name? Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, we're missing. Well, yeah, we don't have the things. The Hydro Eidolons. Oh, there's one. Where's the other one, though? Is the other one hiding? Okay, yeah, where is the other one? Good question. I feel like it has to be nearby. Oh. Oh no, I a second too late. Oh, come on, seriously?
So glittery.
That's not it. Where's our other friend? Where's the other one? Oh no, I saw something. Oh no! They kidnapped her.
Shake your hands.
The wind knows me.
There you go, you're free. I wonder if we're gonna see more of like I'm just thinking about it. It's like I wonder if they're gonna do teaser videos again. Oh, that was it.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, now what else to do? Wait, I didn't know there was 2 of these. I didn't pay attention. Okay, now that we're closer to this point, let's go get the... Wait, where is it? It literally was on the map. Whatever. Anyways, let's go back up here. I'm not gonna do the world quest that's on the map. I'm kind of lazy, and I don't want to read my throat. I'll do it on my own time, though. Also, now that I think about it, I am partially confused, but it's still... how do I put this? Oh, what's this? Wait a minute, how does this... Guessing I could just do this thing later. Anyways, as I was trying to say, this is something I've been questioning since yesterday. And do people just have some sort of dislike for characters wearing ponytails? I mean, not wearing, but like with ponytails and as their hairstyle. Because I feel like, I don't know, and I'm like, I see some comments like here and there about it, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? I'm genuinely confused. Because I'm like, I don't see the problem. Why do people not like ponytails? And I feel like when I made my post on Tumblr, I sort of answered my question myself why I was making it. And I think people just say that because they want to see characters with actual short hair. And I'm like, really? That's it? You guys know you could headcanon the characters cutting their hair short, right? Like, you do realize that's an option too, right? I'm not missing context here, am I? I feel like I'm missing context. It's either that or I really just don't know, so... I just find it strange. And it's kind of interesting because for me, like... I think I personally reach a point where I like to see characters with longer hair, like, more. So... Well, it doesn't matter to me, basically, but... It's kind of like how, well, I'm, like, working on my, like, little project on the side. Although, little is, debatable, considering it's actually pretty lengthy at this point. But, like, for me, it got to the point where I was like, I kind of want to have more long-haired guys in my story. Because a lot of my characters, like, a lot of the guys I've designed in my story have short hair, so...
like, I want variety for once. Oh no. So I just find it weird how, like, a lot of people have the same opinion, and I'm like, why is everyone just agreed to not like this? Am I missing something? Indeed. That's a good question.
I'll keep this close.
Again, I actually have no idea, so I'm just rambling. I just find it weird. It's like, why does no one like this? It's not like it's the end of the world or something. So weird. So strange. Anyways, I want to get this moving point. Where is it? It's like right here. Where is it? I kind of want to eat food. Food. Lunch, I mean. It's 1:30 something for me right now. Wait, where did... Oh, they're right here. Anyways, onto something else. I am curious about, like, how, not how exactly, but I'm curious about, like, what will be revealed in the Archon quest for
reward
Fontaine.
on the road.
I am very curious. I think one thing I'm very curious about is specifically, like, the previous Hydra Archon, like, more details about who they are and all that. Because we already know a lot thanks to the, Oasis area and, like, the storyline there, as well as, like, some other things. But I am curious to know if there's, like, anything else, like, that will be revealed in Fontaine, so... Especially, like, the Archon. Because I'm curious about, like, the Archon's role and everything. Like, specifically Fontaine. Like, we already got, like, clues here and there, but we don't have, like, too much, if that makes sense. Like, so far, if I'm correct, like, what we mainly know about the Archon currently, was that the Oceanids don't like the new Archon.
Is this an answer from this world?
What else? I don't know what to say. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute, this looks familiar. Okay, not like extremely familiar, but like, it looks like a reference. Anyways, that's what I was saying. So yeah. It's kind of hard for me to list anything of like what I remember because it's kind of hard to remember the lore a lot, especially since I obviously have things to do in real life that isn't just swim in the depths of lore, basically. So I may forget things here and there. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's about to break. What do you want, Eidolon? Oh, a chest.
I'll keep this close.
I'm just... So many things I'm thinking about, and I can't wait. I think what will be more interesting is the fact that obviously, like previous regions already, we don't have the entire region available on the first update. Like as I've said already, like at some point, obviously Sumeru's first update was just the forest, and then it was the desert in later updates. So like naturally, it's safe to say that Fontaine, we're just gonna be seeing like a couple areas here and there, and also we will definitely be introduced with underwater stuff as the teasers have pretty much told us. Well, yeah, because obviously we were teased with underwater exploration. I'm trying to think. Oh, what's this? Still don't have something for this. Oh. I'm gonna guess the world quest has to do with something like that. The one that's here. I wanna get this thing. Let's see if we can get it. Should I start the world quest a little bit? I guess I could at least start it and see what's up. Oh. Destiny Wandering, a grand show. Okay. Let us give thanks to fate, dear travelers, for your wanderings have finally brought you here. Surely you must be searching for a serendipitous encounter beyond your wildest dreams, an astonishing journey that is beyond your mundane imagination. Now, the opportunity for us to fulfill all of our desires has been laid before you, right here, right now. Dive into the brand new Daya's 3-day reverie. Step onto the grand stage and you can experience something beyond your wildest dreams. Swim freely in a pool of Mora, exorcise the phantoms haunting ancient castles, break free from the shackles of gravity. Whisper the passphrase, take us to the world of reverie to declare your curiosity and passion, and begin your journey. Wow, that speaker really knows how to work a crowd. Though Paimon didn't understand the details. Journey, show, stage, and something about Apollo seems like a new attraction, like having guests act on stage in a play. Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's definitely heard of that kind of activity before. So, is the person making the announcement Daya? She must be the director of the play. So if we register, we can become the carriers of some of the plays? Are you interested, Paimon? Shall we kickstart our acting careers? It definitely sounds cool. Paimon's especially interested in the Polymora. That's not it. Paimon just wants to see what kind of mystery attraction is deserving of such a special spot in the Beryllium Mirage. Then let's say the passphrase together. Take us to the world of reverie. Take us to the world of reverie. Really? Just like that? Perfect! Your registrations have been confirmed, and Daya's 3-day reverie will begin shortly. An ancient legend resurfaces, and a new clues to a priceless treasure are found. A band of chivalrous pirates hones their weapons and hoists the sails. A town floating in the sky encounters an unprecedented crisis, and a miracle worker architect must act quickly to prevent the soaring city from crashing to the ground. To save their fallen friends, a lone Hydro Eidolon must break into the haunted fortress and find a way to lift the curse. There are 3 different shows, each with their own theme. Please choose one.
Find an announcement speaker like this and follow the instructions to go to the place of revelry. Come on, Aya. Let's look for an announcement speaker and give it a whirl. Where am I going? Okay, let's see. Oh, we have all three. Oh, this is a bit lengthy. Let's get to this. Which one's closest? Technically this. I guess I could do this one because I'm not sure what else to talk about. I mean, I've already spoken so much about like some of my speculation and excitement, so for like Fontaine, so it's like I kind of run out of things to say. And I can always say more like later on because there's still Kaya's hangout. Kaya's hangout later this update, so. Staff and equipment in position. Mechanisms are prepped and ready. This performance of the Black Nacer and the All-Devouring Kraken, a play from Gaya's 3-day reverie, will now begin. Docked in the port closest to the rumored location of the treasure, the crew of the pirate ship Black I don't know how to say that. Is recruiting new sailors and restocking before the final and most crucial leg of the journey. Experienced adventurers set foot on the deck of the Black something. They're outstanding fighters, but novice sailors. Ahoy there, landlubbers! Get on over here. Huh? The voice from the speaker changed. It sounds like someone really serious is calling us. So it's trying to interact with us? Who else would I be talking to? You're the best out of this sorry bunch of scallywags. We can't set sail without you. I'm the chief of the Black Nacre. You'll be working with me on this voyage, savvy? Perk up, sailors. It's your first day on deck, and our quartermaster will make sure you get the best preserved meat, cream, hardtack, and dandelion wine. The speaker continues to narrate the scene before you. The chief mate appears to greet the raw recruits dressed in ragged clothes and swaddled in bandages. It is obvious that he has just survived a fierce fight. Looking around, you see most of the sailors are seriously wounded. However, they are in high spirits, showing no signs of fear or being discouraged. The sailors gather around you, applauding the newcomers and offering welcome gifts and food. Oh, so the speaker also provides detailed narration of the scene, like the scene just now. We were just welcomed on board the Black Nacre. So, shall we play along? Thank you everyone. We haven't had a preserved meat or hardtack here yet, but they must be tasty. It's a pity that we can't see the actors or props. Otherwise, it could be quite immersive. Yeah, the attraction is called 3-day reverie, so are we just supposed to rely on our own powers of daydreaming? Though it probably does save a lot on cost. Building a real pirate ship, actually being able to sail anywhere at a moment's notice, that must be expensive. But still, only having a narrator is too far. We can only imagine so much. Guess we'll have to try. Paimon and me, that's how it's gonna be. Alright, Paimon will give it a try. As the noise dies down, a powerful-looking man appears on the bridge. He is dressed just like a common sailor, save for the ragged tricorn on his head. His left hand is missing, replaced by a rusty hook. Attention on deck. Captain Will's arrived. The time is now, me hearties. Get to your positions, double-check your weapons and our supplies, and prepare the ship. Get ready to weigh anchor. Whoa, the captain is here. You sound so calm and reliable. The treasure is so far now, lads. The final leg of the voyage is by far the most important. Our wounded comrades drowned in supplies, lost dusk birds, and even the cask of rum we scrimped and saved for. The price we paid will not have been in vain. As long as we find a legendary treasure, we can appease the Kraken before the deadline. Never again must we seek dishonest merchants to plunder for pocket change. So give it your all, you scurvy sea dogs. Do it so our town may know peace, and our friends and family need no longer fear tyranny and toil. Full speed ahead. Treasure, treasure, full speed ahead for peace. Having welcomed powerful new recruits aboard, the Black Nakri prepares to weigh anchor and set sail for the treasure. Oh, the speaker really set the scene. The goal of these pirates is really different from what Paimon imagined. Paimon's curious what happens next. The speaker said we can ride the choo-choo cart to continue the play. Paimon likes this pace. Anchors away, Aya. Okay. Let's go. Oh. Oh no. Okay, defeat the Kraken's minions. Oh no. There we go, we defeated them.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, let's keep going. Ew, what? Matsutake?
have some things to collect here. Oh.
Fire it up!
Oh gosh, I'm stuck.
The wind knows me.
Lightning slash!
I'll keep this close.
Okay, let's see. Oh wow, the text at the bottom kind of goes pretty fast. Like, look how long it is and how quickly it goes by. At least this gets to be a VOD, so you guys can just pause and read. Oh, we have to avoid the anchors. Okay, just the typical dodge the falling debris and don't get hit. Reminds me of all the times I've done this in MapleStory. And, yeah. Let me think about it. I don't know if MapleStory has been doing something like this recently. It has been a while. Oh no. Oh gosh. What am I doing? Trying to not get hit, essentially. Oh. How can it be so strong? Oh, whoa. That was... Oh, no. Oh, oh gosh. Let's leave this. Okay.
I'll keep this close.
Okay. Marvelous. Congratulations! With the strength of the new sailors, Captain Will easily defeats his old enemies, sending them running. Having overcome every challenge the voyage could throw at them, nothing can stop the crew of the Black Nockery now. Such is the loyal crew of the Black Nockery, me lads. Even when those lily-livered biscuit eaters ambushed us, not one of you panicked. And of course, our newest crew members contributed mightily. They swept away all opposition like it was so much flotsam and jetsam. Of course, bad pirates like that. Paimon and Aya could fight 2 or 3 boatloads more. Getting into it, Paimon? Guess it's not that bad after all. It's okay. The journey was pretty thrilling and we've been through thick and thin with Captain Will, so Paimon can be a bit more serious. Based on our research, if we break the stone wall, we can find a legendary treasure. The crucial moment has arrived. I shall give the honor to our heroes, our new companions. And after that, I've got a new idea I'd like to discuss with all of you.
Hey, Aya, see how much the captain values us? He's even letting us handle something as important as this. Fire in the hole. Let's open the treasure together. Get ready to celebrate, lads. Heroes, go ahead and open it. There you go. So we have to walk there? I was thinking we have our boats, but I guess we have to swim. Gosh, I'm trying to keep my mouse away from the mic so you guys don't hear really loud clicking. Well, it's still pretty loud, but still. Oh, look at that. Yay, we found it! The legendary treasure. So much more, Paimon can really swim in it. Why does this Mora seem different from the Mora we usually see? Don't tell Paimon. Hey, the legendary pool of Mora is actually just a bunch of decorative fake coins? Faced with such an unexpected development, what will the crew of the Black Nockery do? Captain, we were hornswoggled. Could our intel have been wrong? The legendary treasure, how could it all be fake? No wonder I had a bad feeling about this. This so-called legendary treasure could be bait, luring us into a trap. And their goal, the very people who braved hell and high water in search of treasure, and the quality weapons and advanced ships they bring with them. The sailors, exhausted by the journey, can easily be captured and sold as labor. No! We were all tricked! How could this be a giant trap? From a cost perspective, it makes sense. They can't actually have a pool of Mora here. Oh, you have a point. Paimon forgot we were acting. Okay, even though there aren't any other actors, then the set is a bit shabby. Paimon can tell a lot of work went into this. Paimon thinks we should respect that. Let's hear what our crewmates from the Black Nockery have to say. Captain Will gathers the inconsolable sailors in front of the fake treasure. Captain, is this the doing of your enemies? No, this is beyond them. If we didn't make it, they'd be disappointed in their old foe. Perhaps the ones behind us are on their way here now. Given our current state, it wouldn't be wise to take them head on. Clean up the area, see if there are any chests we missed, and get ready to withdraw. Oh, I always said, hard work is rewarded. See that chest over there? It's for our newest sailors, who've done so much. No arguing, it's theirs even if the rest of us go home empty-handed. Not only did we not make any money, we racked up a lot of losses. What are we going to do? Keep searching for dishonest profiteers to try and scrape together enough booty to satisfy the Kraken? I was about to point out that on this voyage, we of the Black Nockery found the treasure more precious than Mora, and are not going back with nothing to show for it. We found the ways to cross the roaring seas, strategies to defeat our enemies, and the courage to face any challenge. Think about it, me buckos. Even if we found an ocean of Mora, would it really buy peace for our town? That makes sense. We all know how greedy the Kraken is. No matter how much treasure we shove down its filthy gob, it'll always ask for seconds. Aye, he's right. I've heard even rich towns have given it dozens of times more treasure than we, yet still it hungers. The problem is that appeasement of a monster is never the best answer. You're right. If it was up to Paimon, we wouldn't let that monster have its way. But the captain and his crew are just ordinary people. So we must solve the problem at its source. That's why giving him more Mora doesn't make any sense. With the fighting experience we gain on this voyage, I'm sure we can defeat the Kraken and lift the shadow it casts over our town. Come, me hearties, do you trust your captain? It sounds risky, Captain, but it's worth the shot. This is the only way. If we keep giving in, eventually we'll have nothing left, and we'll have nowhere to run. The captain's right. It's worth risking our lives for. We can't take it any longer. Then it's settled. From now on, I will train everyone on the Black Nockree for this sole purpose. Especially now, our newest crewmates are true swashbucklers. They're practically invisible. Captain Will is by no means a rich man, but if you lend us your strength, the whole crew of the Black Nockree will do everything in their power to repay you. Will you voyage with the Black Nockree, train with us, and punish that Kraken for its perfidy?
Yeah, that's the spirit. Be brave and fight that awful sea monster. Aya, let's help our friends on the Black Nockree.
My pleasure. Amazing! You're no longer novice sailors. You're old salt, core members of the Black Nockree crew. You're my helpers and the saviors of the rest of my crew and all the people in town. Now it's time for the Black Nockree to return to port. We'll rest up and prepare for our final battle against the beast. A speaker begins to summarize the end of the first act. After triumphing in numerous trials, the new sailors are now pillars of the crew. Led by Captain Will, the crew is preparing for a crucial counterattack. Please stay tuned for the Black Nockree and the all-devouring Kraken Act 2. The Black Nockree strikes back. Gosh, so much text. The narration ends and the motion of the mechanisms inside the cave grinds to a halt. Silence reigns once more.
Just sitting there? Paimon was just starting to get into it.
Maybe they haven't finished the Kraken yet. Kind of nice to have an intermission.
You have a point there. If the play was any longer, most guests would be too tired to fight a sea monster. And the set really could use some work. Something as exciting as a boss fight deserves a proper stage. Daiga's 3-day reverie certainly has potential. Paimon's getting curious who this Daiga person is.
My throat.
I'll keep this close.
Ooh, we got some goodies. Let's see. Let's get out of here first. Oh, also we have some things here. Let's get them.
Think you can bully me?
Check this out! One with nature.
Shake it and stir.
The wind knows me.
A reward on the road.
Okay. So there's still 2 more things to do. Okay, let's do this thing. 14. Oh no, I'm brought here. I don't want to keep doing this right now.
A reward on the road.
Okay, yeah, we have the second thing to do, but I think I'll just end it here. Because my throat's kind of tired and yeah, I might do the rest of this on my own. Maybe, I don't know. I think you guys will find out soon. And okay, first, just want to make sure of stuff. Wait a minute, did I miss this? I probably did. Anyways, that'll be all for today's stream. Okay,
So, obviously, I have completed the story, the main story of the event, and it was lovely. The cutscene was really pretty too. And, what else? There's so many of the Oceanid things. Mimics, I think. Hydro mimics. Anyways, a lovely quest line. And, I'm not sure what else to say. I really enjoyed it, and that's as simple as I can, say what my reaction is. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.